behind me, I'm at the West Yellowstone Visitor Center, so I am keeping my voice down a little bit. It's the only place I can find Wi-Fi. The coffee shops don't offer Wi-Fi in West Yellowstone. Shocker. Anyways, I just got off the river, and if you're chiming in, I will show you this. My daughter brought me for Father's Day, and we were fly fishing the Madison River. It was epic. And here is a fun picture of Christina catching her trout. This is like an hour and a half ago on the Madison River. It was really cool. And one more thing, we got to show you this. And of course, yours truly knocked one down right there, baby. The beautiful trout there. And it was just awesome. We had the best time. Okay, so today I have Kurt Shewell. Kurt has agreed to come in and help me do this because I wasn't sure what the Wi-Fi would be like. By the way, about 40 minutes ago, there were about 100 people behind me. It was complete pandemonium and chaos. I'm like, this is not going to work. So anyways, we went to a bunch of different places here in West Yellowstone. Let's just say they're true cowboys and cowgirls. Then Wi-Fi is not high on the priority list. So Kurt, are you there? Where are you, Mr.
I'm here, brother. I'm right next to you on my screen, so it's easy for me.
Good to see you, man.
Hey, everybody.
All right. So those of you that don't know Kurt, how many people have you sponsored now in your front line, you think? 40?
Front line, well, I did mine and Mark, so a little over 100, but on mine, I've got 39.
39. All right. Awesome. And then how big is your organization?
If you don't know Kurt, you must be living under a rock.
Yeah. Well, there's some new guests here. So Kurt, how big is your organization today, your revenue share organization?
Yeah, we're just, it bounces right now. So it's just under 3,000 right now. So we go over it and under it, back and forth.
That's awesome. Love it, love it, love it. So we were talking before this about what it takes to make it at EXP, like how to do agent attraction. What is the approach that he uses, that he teaches, because he's doing great. So Kurt, what are some of the key components that agents are going to need to do this agent attraction at a high level?
Yeah, I think that the first thing, guys, is make sure you're having the right conversations. And when you're having your conversations, number one is talk about the one thing that they need more than anything else. If you think about all the biggest, best agents out there, no matter how big of an agent they are, most of them, honestly, they're flying by the seat of their pants. They built their business just by running and gunning, and they know how to follow up their agents. Their consistency is better than anybody else's. That's usually what they have. They don't have the best systems. They don't have the best processes, and they really don't know. They don't have the direction that they really need. Otherwise, they wouldn't be working twice as hard to make the same amount of money as they're doing right now when the market is tough. You've got to go out and talk to these people, because these are the people dying to work with you. These are the people that need to come to this company immediately. Our systems, our processes, if you don't live by them and you don't follow the process and trust the process, you're never going to build and scale. That's the biggest problem that they have. That's where they're at. That's the convo you got to have with these people. Well, can I hear you, Brent?
I muted myself. Sorry. I muted myself because of the background noise. I apologize. So talk to me, like when you talk to these agents and they're like, okay, you're right. I don't know how many systems and processes. I'm totally winging it. You got to ask them, and they will, 99% of them say, yeah, no, that's me. I just take what comes my way like a spider in a web. I sell $1 million homes. I sell $100,000 homes. I do mobile homes. I do land. I sell a building. I could try. They have no plan. They have no system. They have no thought. And so when they say, well, how is it that you have those things at EXP? What are some of the systems and processes available to us that you explain to them?
Yeah, I think the first thing, guys, is you have to make sure they understand, because the first thing they expect you to talk about is rev share and recruiting, right? We're doing that, but we're not talking about what we're doing. We're actually just doing it. Now, what I mean by that is this: they need these system processes. So Brent, the first thing I'm going to tell these people and talk to these people about is, we're on a complete cloud platform, which everything is technology. Everything in real estate is being driven right now by what? Technology. Where are your clients? Who's the number one name in real estate? Zillow. Have that conversation with them. Why? Because your clients believe that. The clients believe Zillow is the authority in real estate, not us, not Remax, not anybody, not Keller, not anybody else. They believe that. So because of that, you got to have this quick conversation with them and say, listen, we work literally out of the metaverse. We are the only company that literally works 100% out of a metaverse system. We literally have that. I don't even know how to use half of what the metaverse is. I don't even know how to spell it. But you know what? My company works out of it. All the processes are driven inside of the metaverse. I can literally go and talk to my broker at any moment, anytime right now, real time, by a few clicks of a button. I can click, go into a virtual setting, go into my actual office, no matter where I'm at in the world. I can be with Brent fishing for trout. And yet, as long as I've got an internet signal, I can literally be talking to my broker. I can walk down the hall and talk to the accounting department. I can do my entire business. I can go through my whole platform, literally walking down the hallways and talking to anybody I need at the click of fingers. I can literally click a few buttons and be there. No one has this type of support. Nobody has that type of process where everything's at. The other things that we have, Brent, we have chat groups that are devised and set up for exactly this. You can do it through your state brokerages. They've got their own workplace chats. You are in these already. Most agents don't even know that they're in. You guys got to know this so you can show these other agents. None of them have this at where they're at. This is the differentiator between you and them. They have none of these things. Show it to them literally on your phone. So you got to learn. Some of you got to learn this yourselves. I had to too, right? You have the group set up. The groups are set up for that. You have the group set up for whatever groups you're in. Brent has a group, the 1%er group. You guys are in it right now. You have a group that just has your broker team inside this thing. You have your 7 business partners. Yes, you have to say this to these people. You have 7 business partners built into your business. The day you started, you have 7 people that are already in business with you, dying to help you. Now think of the perfect world. What would the perfect world be, guys? Think about this. Say this to an agent. What would the perfect brokerage be? What would the perfect world be? What if you were only compensated if you really helped somebody? What if you really had to help somebody for real and they had to have success? And only then you got compensated. But the agent never paid you a penny out of their pocket. How would you like to be an agent and didn't have to pay me a dime out of your pocket ever? But yet my job is to do nothing but help you, support you, and help you build your business. And if I don't do it and you have success, I get nothing. But my company will compensate and pay me because I'm a business partner here. We get paid ownership here 5 different ways. Know these people. You guys got to know this stuff. Have this conversation with these people. 5 ways I get ownership. Ask them, how many ways do you get ownership right now? They'll look at you like you're talking with 3 eyes. Then you ask them, how many homes do you have to sell to get ownership in the company? They'll look at you and say, well, I can't. Right, because you're in the wrong environment. You're not the problem. The environment you're in is the problem. What if you were in a different environment that actually supported you in the sense of gave you ownership, made you a partner in the business, gave you 7 people from the day you started that had nothing but financial alignment with you? Imagine that. What if your broker you're at right now, who's not EXP, what if that broker was financially aligned with you instead of just taking money from you? They fee you to death, you pay your caps, the money goes to them, you get 0. No matter how much you help that business, no how much you help it grow that business, no matter what, you get 0 ownership, you never get paid, never get dividends from that place. What if you could? What would that look like? What would the world look like if people were only compensated by helping somebody else first? What would that world look like? What would that be like? Ask them those questions, guys. This is the combo you have to have. But you got to know your 5 things about EXP. There are 5 things that they do not have. Guaranteed, they don't have any of them. You got to know what those are and have that conversation. It's not about caps and cuts and splits and fees. That's the most ridiculous conversation you can have with them. There's no opportunity in that. You're only as good as one sale, right? You're only as good as your next sale. Here, you can build a business that will pay you for the rest of your life. What is your pension plan there? How do you ever get out of this business? What is the exit strategy? What do you got to do there to get out and have them pay you? How many years do you have to work for that broker so that way you're vested where they say, okay, great news. Now, Andre, you're a stud. Thanks for being here for 20 years, man. You were amazing. Thank you so much, Brent, for building this huge brokerage with us. We love you. We know you want to take off and enjoy your family now because you're so old, you can barely walk. You're 90 years old. You're still opening lock boxes. Great news. You know what? You did it. You know what? Go on your merry way and we're going to compensate you. Oh, that's right. They still don't. There is none of this. Ask them these questions. Have this conversation. My God, these people need you. Get them. The easiest way to do it, guys, I'll tell you this. Brent, I know I'm jumping ahead, but I got to tell you, guys, you want the easiest thing? Bring them to an event. You know what we have coming up in a couple of weeks? You bet your ass. The best opportunity possible to recruit an agent. All you got to do is bring them. You're going to have goofballs like me walking down hallways talking to everybody. That's what I do, right? Andre, I appreciate you, my friend, at the beginning, right? I walk down the hallways, Clark Broom, and every time I run into Clark, we just, there we go. It's like 2 Kettling hens. We just go nuts, right? This is what happens, guys. They're hugging and kissing going on. It's crazy in these hallways. This is where the money's made. This is where the recruits are closed. They don't get this anywhere. They don't see this anywhere. There is no excitement like this anywhere. They can go to their biggest convention they got. And they'll watch a few people go up there and get an award and tell you how great they are. I got a President's Club award. I didn't get a check. I didn't get any money. I sure as shit didn't get any ownership. And I certainly don't have any business partners. I'm in business for myself, by myself, and this is my trophy, and I'm sharing it with nobody but me. That's what they do. I mean, they want to puke on themselves when they're not. It's terrible. There is nothing in it for them. This is where they're going to see everything is different. Go to the big events, get in front of everybody that's there. When Brent throws an event, let's just cheat. This guy throws the biggest events. Hands down, nobody touches these events, right? So he throws the big event, brings the biggest speakers to blow away your recruits. He's not doing this for us. He's doing it for us to build our businesses. He's doing it for them. He's doing it for them. Get them there. The biggest disservice we do to Brent is, I'll come and check you out. I'll eat at your buffet. Thanks for the food. Bring some people, guys. He's going to close them for you. We're all going to close them for you. This is what we do. We close these people for you so you can build your business. It doesn't get better. And then you show them everything we do is duplicatable or we don't do it. Everything Brent does is duplicated or he doesn't do it. Reason I have 3,000 people is because Brent told me the first month I was in this company, I went to an event, I met Brent. And he said, Kurt, do you really want this? And I said, I really do. And he looked at me and he says, come here. He pulled me to the side. He talked to me, asked me 4 or 5 questions to see if I was really serious. He said, if you're serious, I will tell you exactly what to do. And if you do it, mark my words, my friend, I guarantee your success or I'll do it for you. That's what he said. And I said, my guy, what was your name again? Brent Gove with an R? And he's like, no, get rid of the R. I'm like, all right, I'll figure it out. I called him Brent Gove for like 2 years. So guys, this Brent Gove, whatever the hell his name is amazing. And he drew out the roadmap. Just stay on the road, man. Bring the people to his table. I brought a broker from Florida last year to his build conference. Brent said, great, get him in this little place. We had some French fries. I think we had French fries and a chicken nugget or something. It was on this table. And we're like, eat this. We ate it because it was just weird. And he said, eat it. So we did. And my guy, this broker from Florida, signed up, brought 26 agents on, boom, like that. And this guy I've been working on for 3 years, could not get, and I mean, this guy, one of my best friends, and I could not get this guy to do this. I brought him to the event. He went there. He said, I've never seen it like this in my life, Kurt. This is amazing. This Brent guy, I love this guy. Brent closed him. Done deal. Done deal. That's all it takes, guys. Don't insult Brent and not bring anybody to build. If you do that, come anyway, but my God, why aren't you bringing somebody, right? And I had to learn that because I didn't know what that meant either. And he kept telling me, invest in yourself, bring somebody to the damn event. I said, okay. Sorry, Brent, I had to get ahead of myself. I was excited.
I loved it. I just muted myself and let you run, baby. It was like 12 horses tied to a stagecoach, just running down the road. I loved it. So for those of you who just got here, and we just let a bunch of people in, I'm in West Yellowstone fly fishing the Madison River with my daughter. Had a blast this morning, meeting my wife and other daughters tonight. Kurt is on here. If you don't know him, and there's some guests I saw who are new to EXP, Kurt sponsored over 60 for his partner. And then he put 40 in for himself. And then with those 40, he has over 3,000 people in his organization today. So thank you, Kurt, for what you're sharing. I love this. And then I also say this, I love analogies. Like when they go, how easy is it to talk to technology at your brokerage where they don't have technology, right? How easy it is to talk to accounting about your 1099 or about getting paid on a deal at your brokerage? I'm like, it's hard. How about to get a hold of your broker at the push of a button? I just completed my pool and just grab a thing. This is called Aqua Link. At a push of a pull, I could turn on my fireplace from Puerto Rico. I could turn on this fireplace from Puerto Rico. I could turn on the waterfalls. I could turn on the pool lights and turn my blue purple, or maybe it's St. Patrick's Day. I could turn green. But I literally have buttons, just boom, 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 boom. It's that easy. That's what EXP is. How would you like it to push of a button in our metaverse to be able to be connected like that and to have 7 partners? Also like Amazon. How easy is it to order stuff from Amazon? Really easy. How would you like it to be that easy to talk to your broker, accounting, technology, you name it, broker services, agent services, transaction team? It's push button easy. So I love what you had to say, but make sure you give them analogies that they like. So Kurt, real quick, you can let 2 more people in. What is it that you see the characteristics of, and by the way, we put out a list of the top 500 agents at EXP at Agent Attraction. What number are you on that list, Kurt? Where are you on the list,
Yeah, I'm number 20, inside 30. I forget what it is.
Inside 30. And I guarantee you he wants to get inside 20.
I do.
Am I correct?
I do. I do.
And everybody's on that list. If you don't have that list, you can get it. And we'll post it here, and maybe we'll send it out on the email. But you can see where you are. You may be number 278. You may be number 942. You may be number 2,507. But good, move up to 2,400 to jump up to 2,000. And so these are the things you got to do to move. But Kurt, what have you seen? The movers and shakers, the ones who are doing it, the Tina Coles, the Michelles, the Levi Lysacks, the ones who are, Michelle Wilson from Seattle. What is it that you notice about the people? Like, what is it they do to win at EXP Agent Attraction? Have you noticed anything they do?
Yeah, of course. I meet with all of my leaders every week, and my leaders are my builders, and my builders are the ones that are actually recruiting. Remember, guys, Nolly Williams and I sat down and I gave him my agent attraction advice, if you will, whatever you want to call it, my class, right? So I said, here, Nolly, try this and see if it helps. And it helped him tremendously. And every time I see him, he always reminds me, that one thing. It was really funny. The thing that I thought he would say, this, or this, wasn't what he said. He said it was this. And what I told him was, he said, Kurt, anybody that's got 25 or more people, and I meet with them, and I said, whoa. Do you understand how hard it is to get your first 5? Guys, your first 5 are the most difficult to get because you're stumbling all over yourself. You don't know what to say. You don't know how to do this. Guys, your first 5, you've got somebody in an organization that's got 5. They are working their tail off to get 5 people. Okay. Love all over them because they are working their butt off to grow the business. They want it. They're proving to you that they want it. Somebody's got 5, make sure you're talking to them every week. Somebody's got 10, you talk to them every other day because they are your builders. I recruited Tina Call, Michelle Sayward, Go, these people, these girls, because they're rock star agents. That's not why I recruited. I recruited them because they were really looking for something better than what they had. They were go-getters, and I recognized that. So I reached out to them and I had conversations with them. And when I brought them on, I showed them a duplicatable system, which is exactly what Brent taught me and showed me. Brent said, everything you do, Kurt, don't do it unless you can duplicate it. If you're some anomaly and you're a unicorn, don't show them a unicorn thing because they can't duplicate it without being you. Show them the things that they can do being them. It doesn't matter. Andre and I were happened to be out of town. We were on this EXP trip on a cruise ship, right, over in Europe. I mean, how amazing is that? I got to know this guy, fall in love with this guy and his wife, and I mean, it's just what a great guy. Well, we sat there for about an hour on the boat. We were just having a conversation. Next thing you know, there was 30 people on this boat just surrounding us, having a conversation about exactly this. How are you helping your people? How are you duplicating your system? This is how these people built theirs. What are they doing different, Brad? They're doing duplicatable tasks, showing their people how to do duplicatable systems the same freaking way. And that's how they grow down. Show them what to do. Show them how to make your list. Take a list and break it out. Right? I don't know if you guys can see my screen or not, but take your list and do this, right? Take your target list right here. This is your target. Do this, guys. Figure this out. Do you have 25 agents that you know? These are people you know. There should be 25 people. You should know 25 real estate agents. If you've done 5 transactions for the last 5 years, you've done 25 deals with 25 other people. Okay? It's not hard. Go back to every single person you closed a deal with. Make that list out. Write them down. You know these people. If you call them, they know who you are. They'll reply to you. They'll answer your phone. Then make your wish list. These are the people that Brent told me, Kurt, you want to build fast. Go find out who the biggest ballers are, who the biggest team leaders are, who the biggest brokers are, and don't you dare try to recruit them, Kurt. And I said, wait a minute, what do you mean? He said, no, you go get them on a conversation and you set them up on a 3-way call. And Brent said, you put them on with me. Because you put them on with Jay Kinder, you put them on with Michael Reese, you put them on with Curtis Johnson, you put them on with Dan Beer, you put them on with Mark. These are my 7 people. I know my people from me all the way up 14 people till I get to Glenn Sanford. I know who they are. I know every single one of them. I know where they live. I know where they're at. I have their phone numbers in my phone so I can reach out to any one of them anytime. Our VPs, our regional directors, I know every one of them, have them all on speed dial. Anybody I need to get on a 3-way, I guarantee I can get somebody on it. Brent might not be available every single day, but you know what? One of these other 14 people are, and they will always take your call. I do it every day. I do one every Thursday, right? Last week I had 38 people on there that are not my people. None of those people are my downline. Not one on Thursdays. I do it every Thursday.
I want to interrupt you here. Every Thursday he does EXP Explained. I have a lot of my people plugging in. They bring guests. He has sponsored 100 agent brokerages on his live EXP Explained every Thursday. At what time there?
Yeah, It's at 9:30. So I do a 9:30 one. I do different ones. If you go to chatwithkurt.com, EXP Explained, click on it. It'll give you every week, because if I'm out of town or whatever, I'll do it. I just do it at different times, but it's typically 9:30 in the morning on Thursdays.
Eastern, right?
Yeah.
9:30 Eastern. So Pacific, that would be, oh wow,
6:30. Yeah. So I do a
6:30.
later one for them. You can go in there and click on it, and it'll give you a later option.
Chatwithkurt.com, CURT, chatwithkurt.com. Sorry, keep going.
No, you're right, Brent, but I did. And a lot of Brent's people do come on it, and I help these guys out. Why? Because if I can help every other agent who's not in my downline, think about this, guys. Think bigger than yourself for like 2 seconds. If I can help everybody recruit more people, do you know how easy it is for me to recruit more people for myself? How easy it is for my people to recruit more people? It becomes really simple, really easy. It's a duplicatable system. You just need somebody willing to help. Every one of us at one time in our life needed help, right? When I was broke, losing all my money, losing everything, right? Somebody had to give me an opportunity to open a damn door for me to go through. Give me a hand. I didn't need a hand out. I needed a hand up. And that's what we're giving. Brent does this all the time. He told me, make sure you're giving. Give just to give because it's right. And it'll all come back. I make more money now than I've ever made my entire life, guys. My family's life is so different. Yes, I got to hang out on my own lake that I live on now because guys like Brent said, let me help you. He's 9 people above me, just so you guys know. All those people on his front line and second line that I'm helping recruit people, he's 9 above me. These people are nothing compared to me as far as where we're at in our line. But you know what? I help these people and I love these people and they become some of my great friends. We go out of town, guess what? I'm hanging with them. I'm hanging with them because I'm helping them build their business, and it is so exciting and so fun to see them grow. If you do that for somebody that you have no interest in financially, you watch how it makes you feel. It'll change who you are, and you'll help everybody, and your people will follow you religiously. Do that, guys. Be the example. Be the example. Don't tell them what to do. Show them how to do it.
Love it.
Make this right here. Set your 3-way calls up. None of these people will you ever recruit yourself. Remember that. None of these are yours. You're not allowed to. Think of it that way. I'm not allowed to. Get somebody else on this. I'm in the top 30 in the company. I promise you, I can close a broker. I can close a team. I run the biggest team in Michigan. We do over 1,000 transactions. I got 100 people on my team. I got 3,000 on my downline. I know how to close these people, right? I had a brokerage. I was one of those guys. I didn't know any different. I didn't know those companies were pyramids. You want to talk about that? Yeah, they're pyramids. You don't even get me started on that. I'll go for an hour. All right, we'll have too much fun. Guys, get on my presentation. I'll show you exactly how that works. Here's the deal. Your target list are your people that are doing. Now, if you want an average agent just to produce, great. Then you want your $1 to $3 million producers. That's target number 1. Go ahead and talk to them. Why? They need you more than anybody. These people ain't making no money, right? You have that conversation with them. Do you want to start selling some real estate because you're not even capping where you're at? That's an easy conversation, guys. Any one of you can have it. You might be one of them. You might be that agent. Then it's an easy one to talk to. If you're above that, great. Then start upgrading. Go to your $3 to $10 million producers. You know why? Because these ones right here are going to cap. You're going to max out with these people. You're going to show them where the money is. Hey, Brett, look at your beautiful daughter. I know her. Hi, honey. So, guys, this is where you want to live. This is where you want to be. This is where it's at. This is how it's done right here. This is where you're going to make max dollars in your rev share. Be strategic. Show your people how to do this. Then the next target group you have, right? Again, there's 25 of these, there's 25 of these, and there's 25 of these. Magic number is 25 because every one of you can do 25. Then the last one are your 10 million plus, right? 10 million plus. Let me do that better here. 10 million plus. Go after these 25 people. Same thing. These are big time rock star agents. Their egos are ginormous. Ginormous. Do any of you feel threatened to put some ginormous ego person in front of Brent? You shouldn't. You shouldn't, because he will slay that dragon all day long. And so will about 25 of us other people. We can slay those dragons all day. Because I can show them what they don't have. I can show them what we do that they don't. I can show them how to get where they're dying to go, and I can give them their time back. That's what you can give them. But set up 3-way calls with these people. Set up 3-way calls with these people. These people you can talk to yourself, right? And these people here are the ones you know. Set up a call. Do not close them yourself because you know them. The minute you start talking like you're pitching them, they think you're pitching them, right? Stop. Remember, you cannot sell EXP. You have to present it. That's why we have presentations, because you cannot pitch this. You'll mess it up. You'll mess it up. There's way too much cool stuff here. We do more than any other brokerage. We have more than any other brokerage. We are designed to grow and build, which no other brokerage is. They're designed to feed the pyramid, not the agent. We are the only one owned by the agents, for the agents, all about the agents. And I have my friends at KW give me that crap. Well, Kurt, we're about the client experience. We give the client the best experience. And I asked them straight out, well, let me ask you a question. All your broke ass agents trying to help these clients, showing me that they're not selling anything because your numbers don't lie. And if that's the case, what kind of experience are they really giving them since they can't close anyone? I'll show you mine. And I gave them my team roster, my list, and I showed them all the agents that work with me locally in my own market. And I said, okay, here's mine against yours. Who's giving the client the better experience? The ones that we take care of the agent, because we are agent focused, agent centric, to make damn sure they've got every single thing there is to help a client out? Or is it you guys who are telling me, oh yeah, we're all about the client, even though we don't give a crap about our agents? Because it's clear when you charge them what you charge them, when you take the fees that you take from them, when you give them no opportunity to grow and you never let them be a partner in the business. How in the world can they ever give a client a world-class
I
experience?
love it. Kurt,
Okay.
you are killing it. I love this. So good. By the way,
Those are the
his
things.
background matters. If you notice, he had build 2023 behind him over his shoulder. He didn't put it in the center. He knew it would show up better off to the side. He was able to draw out there. I mean, your background matters. He's well lit. He's not shaded. I'm a great example, but you don't want to be today. But beggars couldn't be choosy at the West Yellowstone Visitor Center. It's the only place I could get Wi-Fi in this town. So long story short, Rob, I know you're there. Let's put up the EXP State of the Union address for this Friday. And Kurt, thank you, bud. Thank you. This is a great opportunity to close some people you've been working with or move the needle where they get more excited. From here, you can invite them to build. So instead of talking about build, talk about this Friday. Get them at expstateoftheunion.com. You see the bottom? They just go there, expstateoftheunion.com. It's at 1 Pacific, 4 Eastern, 3 Central for you Texas people, 2 Mountain Standard since I'm in Montana, but it's got Michael Valdez, Jay Kinder, myself, and Glenn Sanford. It's going to be about 15 to 20 minutes long. I beg these guys, short is more powerful. An hour's not good. We're going to replay it on YouTube, Facebook, Workplace, Instagram. It's going to be everywhere. And this is going to be big announcements are going to be made. We have so many wins right now. We're going to be talking about the future, where we are and where we're going the next 2, 3, 4 years. What's it going to bring? What's it going to look like? And this will be very inspiring for your group. This is going to be great for retention, and it's going to be great for attraction. By the way, I'll say this as we wrap up today. Get this. Rob will put it in the chat. Get a copy of this and make a list. I've sent it out to hundreds of people. I've done my job. I've encouraged them to send it out to hundreds. It's going out to thousands. But if you haven't seen this, start getting it out to your entire group. Tom Trong sent it out to 96 people in like 1 hour. Lars Hedenberg sent it out to 91 people in 1 hour. Get your group here, because there's 2 sales at EXP. Number 1, getting them to leave their brokerage and come to EXP. Number 2, activating them. Again, 2 sales. Number 1, getting them across the line. Number 2, activating them. How do you really activate them? You get them to build. How do you get them to build? You use little stepping stones. This Friday is a stepping stone. And I called Glenn. I said, we need to do a State of the Union address. Too many exciting things are coming. I want you to do it with me. I want Michael, Jay, you, me, Michael, let's do it. And he's like, okay, I'm in. And EXP didn't make what you're looking at. We made it. I don't ask not what your company could do for you. Ask what you could do for your company, man. We are running with it. We're not waiting for Glenn or Michael to make it happen. They're doing great. We're making it happen. So this is going to be a powerful, it'll last 15 to 20 minutes. If we mess it up, it'll go 30 minutes. So this is going to be exciting. Everyone tune in, put it in your calendar, and get your prospects there. Get your team there. Again, great for retention, great for attraction. It's going to be very inspiring. That's it for today. If we could take that back down, I want to thank Kurt properly. Kurt Shewell, thank you for coming and rocking.
Appreciate you, Brent.
Everybody
love your group,
Kurt.
man.
Let's
Love you, Brent. You got awesome.
Tell him you love him. It is
Thanks,
3 o'clock. We're going to start in 10 minutes with Mastering Sales with Brent Gove. I'll be back in 10 minutes. Love you guys, and we'll see you this Friday, 1 Pacific, 4 Eastern. Bye, Kurt. Bye.